Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're going to grab Spain's most popular tapas dish, patatas bravas, which is one of my all-time favorites, and create a healthier version that still packs a ton of flavors and is very easy to make. We're talking roasted sweet potato patatas bravas. And let me tell you, this tapas dish is filled with so many amazing Spanish flavors. The sweet potatoes just melt in your mouth, and it's all done in a little over 30 minutes. Folks, serve these patatas bravas next to an ice cold beer and a couple slices from a crunchy baguette. You're gonna have yourself an instant trip to beautiful Spain. All right, let's begin by grabbing 2 large sweet potatoes. These have already been washed and patted dry, and cutting each one into bite-sized pieces that are 1 inch thick, which is about 2.5 centimeters. As you can see, I'm leaving the skins on the sweet potatoes as it adds more nutrients, but if you like, you can peel the sweet potatoes. Then we'll add the sweet potatoes into a large bowl and drizzle in a generous tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is 20 milliliters. Then we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper, and we'll toss it together, that way all the sweet potatoes are evenly coated in the olive oil and seasonings. Then we'll add the sweet potatoes into a baking tray that's lined with parchment paper, and you want to make sure they're all in a single layer and evenly spaced out. And we'll add the baking tray into a preheated oven, bake and broil option. That's the bottom and top heat, very similar to a convection oven, 220 degrees Celsius, which is 425 degrees Fahrenheit. If your oven doesn't offer this function, no big deal. You just get in there at the halfway point and flip the sweet potatoes, that way they all evenly roast. In the meantime, let's start making our spicy brava sauce. I'm going to heat a small fry pan with a medium heat and add in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 30 milliliters. After heating the oil for about 3 minutes, we'll turn off the heat, add in 1 teaspoon of hot smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams, half a teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is about 1.25 grams, and half a tablespoon of cornstarch, which is 4 grams. And we'll whisk the ingredients together until there's no lumps in the mixture. As always, the Spanish paprikas I'm using are from Kiva. You'll find a link where you can get some in the description box below, and if you buy it from that link, you'll also get 25% off your order. Then we'll heat the pan once again with a medium heat, and we'll slowly start adding in half a cup of vegetable broth, which is 120 milliliters, while whisking continuously. Once all the broth has been added, I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of white wine vinegar, which is 3 milliliters, and a pinch of sea salt. And we'll continue to whisk this and go for another 2 to 3 minutes until we end up with a slightly thick sauce. Once we end up with a slightly thick sauce, we'll turn off the heat and leave the sauce to sit here at room temperature. This is going to help thicken up the sauce while all the flavors develop. For the next step, let's start making our garlic mayo alioli. I'm going to add in half a cup of low-fat mayonnaise into a small bowl. This is about 120 grams. Then we'll finely grate in 1 large clove of garlic. As always, if you don't have a grater, you can just finely mince the garlic. Squeeze in 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 5 milliliters. And drizzle in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is 15 milliliters. Then we'll season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll whisk it together until we end up with a beautiful creamy sauce. Alright, let's move back to our sweet potatoes. They've been roasting between 20 to 25 minutes, and at this point, they should be perfectly cooked through. You know, you can always pierce them with a toothpick, and if it easily goes in there, they are ready to go. If you see that your sweet potatoes are still a little too hard, you just bake them for a couple more minutes. At this point, I'm going to remove them from the oven and transfer them into a serving dish. Then we'll move back to the brava sauce. I'm going to give it a quick whisk to bring the sauce back to life. And we'll drizzle it over the sweet potatoes. And for the final touches, we'll top it off with a garlic alioli, and some fresh parsley. Check it out, roasted sweet potato patatas bravas, a healthier version of the classic Spanish patatas bravas. Super easy to make, packed with so many Spanish flavors, and all done in a little over 30 minutes. Let's give them a try and see how they turned out. You know, folks, patatas bravas is one of my favorite tapas dishes from Spain, and every time I go out to a terrace, it's what I order. So this I cannot wait to try. Beautiful presentation too. First things first, the sweet potatoes just melt in your mouth, and they have such a great texture and flavor to them. And then the garlic alioli and the brava sauce give it that authentic flavor. Folks, once again, give these a try at home. Very healthy for you. Serve them next to an ice cold beer and a couple slices of a crunchy baguette. You're gonna have yourself an instant trip to beautiful España. Really quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Michael Macaulay, Ronald Kemp, and Adalai. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel. Leave me a comment below. And as always, don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. That way our Spain on a Fork community can continue to grow. Till the next time, hasta luego.